Hello and welcome to MLB The Show 22 live stream. I'm RC Robbin. This is a created franchise playing tonight in honor of number 61. Mr. Aaron Judge had home run number 61 tonight. I figured I'd jump on and do a little live streaming of baseball. Welcome to the live stream. In this created franchise, the Hollywood Avengers, a created franchise, has been placed into the American League West division. As you can see, they have a 3.5 game lead in the West over the second place Texas Rangers. Let's play the next game. Happen to be against the Texas Rangers. Mahershala Ali, who is going to one day reboot Blade in the MCU, is playing against Steven Matz. Let's play the game. Let's do this. Enough of me babbling. Let's broadcast Mahershala Ali. Let's see. Let's advance. Let's do this. Skip. I hit, I pitch, I field. Do not run the bases. Let the computer run the bases for me. The hitting is set to All-Star. The pitching is set to Legend. Let's get this show on the road. Thanks for watching. This is Avengers Baseball. Welcome live for some Major League Baseball on MLB The Show 22 as the Hollywood Avengers visit the Texas Rangers. On the mound for the Rangers, Steven Matz, making his 5th start of the season. He's 1-1 with a 3.12 earned run average. And he will face Spider-Man Tom Holland, hitting .231, 4 homers, 9 runs batted in. First pitch of the ball game. And that's a ground ball base hit on the first pitch of the game up the middle. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Next up, Brie Larson plays Captain Marvel. Fouls off the screwball, strike one. Brie Larson, switch hitter, playing second base, hitting .225, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Carol Danvers in the MCU. Bouncer up the middle, fielded by the second baseman, flips backhanded to second for 1 to get the force. 1 away. Fielder's choice out at second. Next up is Thor Odinson. Chris Hemsworth, 301, 4 homers, 12 RBIs. Runner leads off first, 1 down here in the top of the first inning. And that's a deep drive, but playable. Center fielder makes the catch 2 away. Let's go, says the Outlander Show. Hello, my friend. Long time no talk to. As you can see, the starting lineup is before you. Tom Holland's the DH today, batting first. Brie Larson's at second. Chris Hemsworth at first. The catcher, Dave Bautista. Richard Madden's in center. Sebastian Stan is in right. Chadwick Boseman's at third. Dave Bautista, 347, 6 homers, 14 RBIs. Runner at first, 2 down. Swings at the first pitch, skies it to medium center field. Routine play to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of a half inning of play. It's the Avengers nothing, Texas Rangers coming to bat. This is Avengers Baseball. Let's go. On the mound, Mahershala Ali. Mahershala Ali will play the new Blade sooner or later. He's 3-1 with a 1.74 earned run average. Start number 5. He will face Craig Biggio, 252, 6 homers, 25 RBIs. Craig Biggio is a legendary player. Played for the Houston Astros in real life. Fouls it back, strike 1. Member of the 3,000 hit club. So good that his son is playing Major League Baseball now. That must be something to be proud of. You play Major League Baseball and then your son. Slider in there, strike 2, count no balls and 2 strikes, and then your son carries the torch. 11 games over 500 for the Hollywood Avengers at 17 wins and 6 losses on the season. Grounded to third, fielded by Black Panther. Strong throw in time. 1 away. Lineup for the Rangers: Craig Biggio at second, Tyler Stephenson at first, DH is Willie Mccovey. Reggie Jackson batting cleanup is in right, Garrett Anderson's in left, Max Muncie at third, Andrew Benintendi at center. Francisco Lindor is the shortstop, and I have no idea who is catching and batting ninth. Tyler Stephenson steps in, 1 out. Bottom of the first, no score.
Ball 1.
Fastball's low, ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Counts 1-0. Chases a slider way out of the strike zone to even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Gift. A gift. Checks his swing, but it's in there. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tyler. Tyler was playing catcher yesterday. Today he's at first base. Line drive. Caught by the left fielder, Shang-Chi, for out number 2. Hit it right on the nose. Just hung up there. So next up, the DH today, Willie Mccovey, hitting .252. He has 6 homers, 18 runs batted in, and has a 2-run home run in this series. Inside, but called a strike. Count is 0-1. Oh no! Deep! Winter Soldier leaps, but cannot get it. It's a home run for Willie Mccovey. And the Texas Rangers take an early 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. Oh no. Let's go. Ooh. Here's the replay. Ouch. Distance 375. All right, so it's 1-0 Rangers. Next up is Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. At the knees for strike 1. He has 5 homers and 20 RBIs. We are at the end of April in this creative franchise. Pops him up. Bozeman in foul territory makes the leaping catch to retire the side. But, of course, with 2 outs, the solo shot by Willie Mccovey puts the Rangers on the board. At the end of 1, it's 1-0 Texas. We go to the top of the second. Up steps center fielder Richard Madden, .317, 5 homers, 9 runs batted in. He plays Icarus from the Eternals. Swing and a miss, circle change, strike 1. Just gets a piece of the sinking fastball, but the count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Richard Madden fouls it off.
The count is 1.
Change up outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Matz is on the mound. Outside again, count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. For those of you that are interested in Madden 23, the Outlander show has a really cool live stream that going on right about now. Outside, count goes full. On deck is the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. Here comes the full count pitch from Matz. Swing and a miss at ball 4. Struck him out, chased the pitch. There's 1 away. Oh, nasty. So next up, Sebastian Stan hitting .273. Swings over the top of the circle change, strike 1. Matz looks sharp today. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. In the last 8 games, Sebastian has been hitting 300, 9 for his last 30 at the dish. Inside again, 2-1. Fouls off the sinking fastball. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 out here in the top of the second. 1-0 Texas. Outside, full count. Second full count for Mats. Up next, Chadwick Boseman. And that's a deep drive headed for the left field corner. It's Gonzo. It's a solo shot for the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. Let's go. And this ball game is tied at 1. That's the 5th homer of the season for Sebastian Stan. And we have ourselves a 1-1 game. Here's the replay. Boom. Line drive. 373. Next up, Chadwick Boseman hitting it just a tad over 200. Needs to get hot. Pitches outside, ball 1. He has a homer and 6 RBIs, but that average is well below his career output. Hard ground ball up the middle, fielded by the shortstop, throws to first in time, and there's 2 away. Black Panther has been retired. So with 2 down and bases empty, up steps the left fielder Simu Liu, hitting .239, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Simu Liu is the actor who plays Shang-Chi in the MCU. Very much enjoyed his origin story. And he fouls it off, slicing, out of play, strike 1. In the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 ball game, tied here in the top of the second inning. Just gets a piece of the circle change. Count is 1-2. Left-handed pitcher Steven Matz against lefty hitter Simu Liu. And he swings and misses in the dirt. Strike him out, throw him out. Side retired, but Sebastian Stan responsible for tying this ball game up after 1.5. We have ourselves a 1-1 tie. We go to the bottom of the second. Up steps outfielder Garrett Anderson, .213, 2 homers, 9 runs batted in. Played in the 1980s and 90s for the Angels. High and deep, but pulled it foul for strike 1. Garrett Anderson was a hell of a hitter. Not a Hall of Famer, but close. In there, strike 2. Comes the 0-2 pitch from Ali. Slow bouncer up the middle, fielded by Larson, throws to first in time for out number 1. Nice play by Captain Marvel at second base. So 1 away. Up steps Max Muncie, hitting .324, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. Left-handed hitter. Outside corner, 97 on the radar gun, strike 1. Also, congratulations on being a realtor. Well, thank you, Mr. Outlander. I appreciate it. I'm just basically getting my feet wet at the agency. That's it, strike inside corner, count, no balls, 2 strikes. I was a real estate agent back in the early 2000s, 2005 to 2007 to be exact. Got a good business opportunity, so I stepped away, fouled off. Count will remain 0-2 on Muncie. Stepped away because I had a really good business opportunity that took me away from real estate, but this is kind of like a do-over for me, a little bit of a second chance. I want to see if I can accomplish something in my old age in the real estate field. We shall see, said the blind man. Those of you that are looking to buy or sell your home and are in the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, tri-state area, check me out on social media as Chris Ramos. RC Robbin is my gaming name, my pen name. Thanks for the well wishes, Outlander. Oh, hit Muncie. 1-2 count and hits him on the thigh. So Rangers will have a base runner. Up next is the outfielder Andrew Benintendi. Runner at first, 1 out. Benintendi's hitting .273. Fastball low, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
It's 5 for his last 16. That's a 313 average, pardon me. Oh no, that ball is high. Then deep, back goes Stan, looking up. Gone. 2-run home run from Andrew Benintendi. And just like that, he has 3-1 lead for the Rangers. Oh my goodness. Ouch. Let's look at the replay. Boom. Oh, my goodness. So, 3-1 Rangers. Francisco Lindor steps up, left-handed hitter. At the knees, strike 1. Lindor is the shortstop. He has no homers, 4 RBIs. 2-run lead for the Rangers. Hard ground ball to the third baseman. Oh no! He's saved. That's an E5. For some reason, Black Panther over there at third base didn't get the ball out of his glove, so there'll be a runner at first. Next up, Manny Pina, 253, 3 RBIs.
Nope.
Don't ask me what happened with that graphic. Maybe I just pressed the wrong button. It's possible. Pop up, right side, near foul territory, in foul territory. Thor makes the catch, 4 out, number 2. So the lineup will turn over, I believe. Indeed it does. Craig Biggio's up there for his second plate appearance. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Again, runner at first, 2 down. Checked his swing, but no. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Inside corner, strike 1. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. 95 on the radar gun. Runner leads off first. Late on the fastball, fouls it down the right field line. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grounder to second. Flips to second base for the force to retire the side. But Andrew Benintendi gives the Rangers a 2-run cushion. It's 3-1 Rangers here at the end of 2. So we're going to go to the top of the 3rd inning, try to get some of those back. Anthony Mackey's hitting .232, 5 homers, 12 RBI. Switch hitter batting from the left side. Check that. He's batting from the right side against the lefty, Steven Matz. Slider finds the outside corner, strike 1. The new Captain America at the plate. In the dirt. Quickly 0-2. Low, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anthony Mackey gonna get his own Captain America movie soon enough. Backs him off the plate with the slider. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kind of foggy here in Arlington, Texas for this game. Just gets a piece of the sinker. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-1 Texas here in the 3rd. Swing and a miss over the breaking ball. Down and in. And there's 1 away. Strikeout for Steven Matz. Here's the replay. So this is a 4-game series at Texas. Avengers have won the first 2 games of this 4-game series. This is the 3rd game. The lineup turns over for the Avengers. Tom Holland is up again. Backs him off the plate, ball 1. Tom had a single in the first inning, and he's 5 for 11 in this series so far. And he pulls it foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Low with the sinker, 2-1. This is game number 24 of a 162 game regular season. Oh, it hits him. It hits him. So with 1 out, it's basically a 1 out walk for Spider-Man. He has base stealing potential. Up next, Brie Larson, who grounded out in the first. As I said earlier, I hit, I pitch, I field. Inside, ball 1. I hit, I pitch, I field, but I do not run the bases. So if Spider-Man, Tom Holland, decides to take off, it's as much a surprise to me as it is to you. So I hope he steals it. Oh no, up the middle, flips it to second for 1, back to first, double play, side retired, 6-4-3. Here's the replay. As we go to the bottom of the third, it's 3-1 Rangers. Tyler Stephenson, 0 for 1, steps in. Here's a pitch from Mershula. High but cold to strike. Just gets a piece of the slider. Count as no balls and 2 strikes to Stephenson. Swing and a miss at the fastball. 96 on the radar gun for out number 1. Next up, Willie Mccovey had a solo shot in the first inning to put the Rangers on the board 1-0. And it's a pop fly, hits the net in foul territory for strike 1. Willie Mccovey, in his storied, celebrated Major League career, had over 2,200 base hits. Hits it the other way to third. Routine play for Bozeman. Black Panther throws to first in time, and there are 2 away. So 2 outs, up steps Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson is a World Series champion, played in the 1970s, originally with the Oakland Athletics. Pops it up behind home plate, out of play, strike 1. I believe he won a championship with the Oakland A's in like 73 or something like that, and then he eventually made his way over to the New York Yankees and won a World Series in the 78 and 77 and 78 season. I think by like the early 80s, like 83, inside 1 ball, 2 strikes. Like 83, he was probably playing for the California Angels. They're the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim now, but back in the 80s, they were just called the California Angels. Chases a fastball out of the zone, swinging a miss, struck him out, and the side is retired. So we go to the 4th, 3-1, Rangers lead. This is Avengers Baseball. So leading off the 4th for the Avengers is Chris Hemsworth. Flew out in the first. He's 0-for-1. 5 homers on the season. High and outside, ball 1. Fouls off the sinking fastball. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. High, 2-1. Outside, hitters count, 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck is Dave Bautista. Here comes the 3-1 pitch from Steven Matz. And that's a line drive headed towards the right center field gap, and it will bounce all the way to the wall. Rounding first and heading to second is Thor Odinson, and he will make it with a leadoff double. Double number 9 for Hemsworth. Next up is Drax the Destroyer with a runner in scoring position. He is the tying run at the plate. Bouncer up the middle, fielded by the second baseman. Throws to first, and there is one away. The runner moves over to third base, so at least he got the runner over. Now we have runner at third base and less than 2 outs where he can score without the benefit of a base hit. The person with the responsibility to get that runner home is Richard Madden, who struck out in his first at-bat. We need a deep fly ball, an error, pass ball. Pops him up, foul territory, out of play, strike one. Madden deals outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouls off a changeup, which was probably low. Chased the pitch. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. He needs to get that runner home from third base. Fouls off the sinker. 3-1 Texas. Here in the 4th. In the dirt, throw to third. Unnecessary. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out runner at third for the Avengers. Deep but foul. Home run distance, but couldn't keep it fair. Again, here comes the 2-2. Deep drive to center. Back goes the center fielder near the warning track. Up and gonzo! We have ourselves a tie ball game as Richard Madden Icarus from the Eternals hits a 2-run bomb. Home run number 6 on the season. We have a tie ball game at 3 here in the 4th inning. Oh yeah! Ha 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 ha! Let's look at the replay while I drink my iced coffee. Bang! Benintendi thought he had it sized up, but it just kept on going. Let's go! So, 3-3 ball game here in the 4th. Next up, Winter Soldier. Another deep drive to center. Back goes the center fielder. Can he do it again? No, he cannot. A running catch for Benintendi over the shoulder for out number 2. Gave it a ride. Made a bid for back-to-back homers, but it was not to be. So 2 down, bases empty. Chadwick Boseman, 2 for 10 in this series. Steps in. And it's a 2-hopper to the third baseman, who barehands it and throws a strike to first to retire the side. So a 2-run home run by Richard Madden ties this ball game here in the after 3.5. We got ourselves a brand new ball game tied at 3. So let's go to the bottom of the 4th. Up steps Garrett Anderson. In there, strike 1.
0-1's the count. Nope.
Slider inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just misses the zone. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike to Garrett. Deep drive, pulls it down the right field line, but out of play. Count will leave it at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Anderson. Hard ground ball up the middle, fielded by Brie Larson. She throws a strike to first for the first out. Next up, Max Muncie, who was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. So this is officially his first at-bat. Deep drive to right. Sebastian Stan on the warning track makes the catch for out number 2. He gave it a ride, but didn't quite get under it enough to get it into the seats. So 2 down, bases empty. Andrew Benintendi, who had a 2-run home run in the 2nd, steps in again. this time with the ball game tied. At the knees for strike 195 on the radar gun. Murshala Ali. I don't know how I feel about a rebooted Blade, because you know, I like the job that Wesley Snipes did with the original Blade and Blade 2. Blade 2 was better than even Blade 1. Hits a line drive but slices out of play. Count quickly, no balls, 2 strikes on Benintendi. I mean, Murshala Ali's a great actor though, so hopefully they don't butcher it. You can trust the MCU with their movies. Oh no! That ball is gone! Oh no, it's off the top of the wall. The throw to second is offline. It's a 2-out double. I thought for sure that was leaving the ballpark, but it hit the top of the wall. Let's watch the replay. It's his 4th double of the season. And I got to be honest with you, that hit the yellow line. Generally, a ball that hits the yellow line is called a home run by the umpires. I think the Avengers caught a break. With 2 outs, they have a runner at second instead of a 4-3 deficit. Pitches inside to Francisco Lindor, ball 1. Caught a break. Lindor reached on an error in the second inning. Pitch outside corner, strike 1. Lindor with a runner at seconds, hitting 118 with runners in scoring position. Granted, the season is only a month old. Fastball low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Tied at 3-3 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And it's a fly ball to center, routine play for Madden. He will make the catch to retire the side, and they catch a break. The end of 4 innings of play. Tie ball game. This is Avengers Baseball. So we go to the top of the 5th. Up steps Shang-Chi, who struck out in his first at-bat. Sinking fastball finds the zone for strike 1. Bouncer, first base line foul. Count no balls and 2 strikes. Low in the dirt, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Left-hander Steven Matz on the mound for the check to swing in the dirt again. Count now evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Steven Matz playing for the Rangers. I think he plays hard ground ball to the first baseman. Scooped, steps on the bag himself to retire the side. Check that. Retire the side. Wishful thinking for the first out. I think Steven Matz plays for he used to play for the New York Mets. I don't know if he still does. Up next, Anthony Mackey. 0 for 1. Slow bouncer to third. Charges. Fires. Got him. 2 away. So 2 down, base is empty. Lineup turns over for Tom Holland, who singled today. He's 1 for 1. Fouls off the sinking fastball for strike 1. Breaking ball outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-3 tie here in the 5th. Deep, but pulled it foul. Count is 1 and 2. Matz is up to 60 pitches here in the top of the 5th. Here's pitch number 61. Fouled it off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coincidentally, Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees hit home run number 61 tonight in real life. Grounder down the third base line and into left field for a single. Big turn in first, but he will hold. It's a 2-out single for Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Tom Holland. Here's the replay. Sip my coffee. Next up, Brie Larson. Switch hitter batting from the right side. Low, ball 1. 220, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Welcome to the live stream. I am RC Robbin. This is Avengers Baseball, the created franchise on MLB The Show 22. Grounder to third. Oh, pulled him off the bag. And the inning will continue. That's got to be an E5 error. Did you issue Punk Edge Runners? Cyberpunk Edge Runners is a cartoon on Netflix, correct, Mr. Rob? Is it good? Should I see it? Should I see the Cyberpunk? Is it going to remind me of Cyberpunk 2077, the video game that was disappointing? I hope not. Swing and a miss by Chris Hemsworth. 1 for 2 with the double today. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Tie ball game here in the top of the 5th. Backs him off the plate. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Hemsworth had 2 strikeouts. 0 for 4 yesterday. The show was awesome. I recommend it, but it will not remind me of the game. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It will not remind me of the game. Not that disappointing. 2 right-handers warming in the Rangers bullpen. Trevor Williams and Jake Faria. 1 and 2 pitch coming from Matz to Hemsworth. In the dirt, blocked nicely. No advance on the bases. 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, 3-3 ball game. Let's see what happens. Line drive headed the other way. Long run. He dives and doesn't make it. 1 run will score. Rounding third and heading home is the second runner. The throw is in time to retire the side, but it was still an RBI double for Chris Hemsworth. Check that. For Brie Larson. Chris Hemsworth? I don't remember. The bottom line is that after 4.5 innings of play here in Arlington, Texas, the Avengers now have a 4-3 lead. Oh, yeah. Bottom of the 5th, 4-3. MCU, Manny Pina steps up to the plate. 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from Mahershala Ali. At the knees for strike 1, 94 on the radar gun. Mr. Rob, I promise I will see Cyberpunk Edge Runners on Netflix. Not a sponsor, YouTube. Cyberpunk Edge Runners is just a recommendation from a loyal subscriber. I will watch it. Pitches outside, count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside, on the hands, fouled. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes on Pina. Fouls it back behind home plate, and the at-bat will continue. Hard ground ball to Hemsworth at first. Scoops it, steps on the bag himself for out number 1. Next up, Craig Biggio. 0 for 11 in this series. In real life, he is a member of the 3,000 hit club, but in video game land, in this series, he's 0 for 11. My goodness. Fastball outside corner, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Backs him off the plate with some high heat. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. You got to take possession of home plate sometimes. Back him off when necessary. Line drive to Sebastian Stan. He will not make the catch. He's going to second. Throw to second is in time. Nice recovery by Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier with that robotic arm. And he guns him out at second for out number 2. What a great defensive play by the Winter Soldier. Fastball to Tyler Stephenson is outside, ball 1. 4-3 lead for the MCU here in the 5th inning. Welcome to Avengers Baseball. Line drive past the diving second baseman and into right center field for a 2-out single by Stephenson. And this half inning will continue for the Texas Rangers. Here's the replay. Yes, sir, Robin. You show YouTube who's boss. Well, listen, you gotta... YouTube's funny. because if you mention something like a product or like a plug of a show or an item, all of a sudden YouTube gets a little weird with you and decides to suppress your video, or you get into trouble because they think that it's a sponsor and then they don't want to support you. And YouTube, actually, to be honest with you, it's not really showing YouTube who's boss. It's more like me shaking in my boots, thinking that YouTube is gonna hide my video from my loyal subscribers. In any event, Willie Mccovey's up. He's 1 for 2 today. This is an 0-2 pitch from Muhammad Ali with a runner leading off first. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner leads off first, and here's the pitch. Low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he pops him up in the infield. Hemsworth calls for it, makes the catch to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on at the end of 4.5. It's the Hollywood Avengers 4, Texas Rangers 3. Taking over in pitching duties for the Texas Rangers is Jake Faria, making his 7th appearance on the mound. Record is 2-0 with a 3.48 earned run average. And Faria will face the catcher, Dave Bautista. Dave played Drax the Destroyer in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. He's 0 for 2 today. Chased a fastball low, fouls it off, strike 1. Out in front of the splitter. Ooh, swing and a miss. Count quickly. No balls, 2 strikes on Bautista. I'm looking forward. I hear that there is another Guardians of the Galaxy movie in the pipeline, in the MCU pipeline. I'm looking forward to it. Late on the high fastball, fouls it down the right field line, out of play. Count remains 0-2. I like the Guardians of the Galaxy, like Rocket Raccoon. Chases a splitter, down and away, goes out of his zone for out number 1. Nasty pitch, but I could certainly show a little bit more patience. Oof. So 1 out, up steps Richard Madden, who in the 4th inning did this. In slow motion. Bang. Oof. Swing and a miss at the splitter. Strike 1. 2 righties warming up in the Rangers bullpen, Zach Littell and Justin Topa. Galaxy Volume 3, low L. Inside. Gaming's up, the Galaxy Volume 3, LOO, Lou. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm not really sure what you're trying to say, Mr. Rob. Maybe you're trying to say that the volume is too low. Volume too low. Maybe put the microphone a little closer to the mouth. 2-1 pitch from Faria. Fouls off the 12-6 curveball. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases empty. MCU leading 4-3 here in the top of the 6th. My bad. I'm at the same guard. Oh, I'm gonna assume that you're saying that you're all in the same boat in regards to Guardians of the Galaxy 3, that you're looking forward to seeing it. The pitch is outside. On deck is Sebastian Stan. The count goes full to Richard Madden. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the full count pitch from Faria. And that's a hard line drive, base hit through the box. 1 out single for Icarus. Here's the replay. Bang. Yes, says Mr. Rob. Mr. Rob, thank you for joining me and sticking around. Watch the live stream. I do appreciate it, because I know that you're not the biggest sports fan in the world. But Sebastian Stan hit a line drive home run in his last at-bat. I appreciate your... Oh wow! Look at the clouds, the fog in the stadium. A ball's high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. It is a 2 Two-run home run. His second homer of the game. And just like that, the Avengers now lead 6-3. That is Sebastian Stan's sixth home run of the season. And again, it's his second home run of this ball game. Put the Hollywood Avengers up ahead by 3. Oh, yeah. My God, look how dense the fog is in this particular game. I wonder if that had anything to do with how far he hit the ball. Next up, Chadwick Boseman.
No, that's low.
Pitches low, ball 1. 6-3 lead for the MCU. Chadwick's 0 for 2, 2 groundouts. Jams him, fouls it back. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Inside, 2 balls and 1 strike to Boseman. The late, great Chadwick Boseman will always have a spot on my franchise. I'm sure you're well aware, but Chadwick Boseman was Black Panther in the MCU. They're coming out with a sequel to Black Panther. We lost him tragically to colon cancer. It's a deep fly ball to right. Back goes Reggie Jackson on the edge of the warning track. He makes the catch for out number 2. Two down, bases empty, up steps Simu Liu, who's 0 for 2. Out in front of the split finger fastball, strike 1. In his last 10 games, Liu is hitting .500, 5 for 10. Fastball outside, ball 1, count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Just gets a piece of the splitter. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Jake Faria. Gets him with the breaking ball, swing and a miss to retire the side. But Sebastian Stan hits his second homer of this ball game to increase the lead. Insurance runs for the Avengers. After 5.5, it's the Avengers 6 and the Rangers 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Up steps Reggie Jackson for the Texas Rangers. He's 0 for 2 today. Inside corner, strike 1. Last 9 games, Reggie has 2 homers and 8 RBIs for the Rangers. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. If you're new to the live stream, this is a created franchise on MLB The Show 22. This is a live stream. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. Inside, called a strike. Count as 1 and 2. Game number 24 in the regular season. That slider backed him off the plate. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he slices it towards the Avengers dugout. Foul ball. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Slices it the other way. Routine play for Simu Liu. Makes the catch for out number 1. Next up, Garrett Anderson, 3 for 11 in this series, but 0 for 2 today with 2 groundouts. 1 out, bases empty. Inside corner, strike 1. Garrett has 289 home runs in his major league career. I'm sure a few of those are probably fictional. Deep fly ball to right, but playable from the Winter Soldier. Stan makes the catch, and there are 2 away here in the 6th. Two outs. Up steps Max Muncie. Officially, he is 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run today. Deep, but foul. Strike 1. Outside, count 1 ball, 1 strike. 6-3 Avengers. This is the third game of a 4-game set. Avengers have won the first 2 games of this 4-game series against the Rangers. They're winning this game 6-3. Ground ball, foul. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty here in the bottom of the 6th. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I am looking ahead to the sweep. Pitches outside, full count, 3-2. On deck is Andrew Benintendi, who's had a day. He's 2 for 2 with a homer in this contest. Here's the full count pitch. Fouls off the slider, and we'll have to do it again. Misses with the breaking ball inside, and it's a walk. 2-out walk for Mahershala Ali. Next up, Benintendi. Pitcher's getting tired. Manager tip. Outside corner, strike 1. Well, if the pitcher's getting tired, we should probably go to the bullpen sooner than later. Slices the other way down the left field line. Makes the catch in foul territory. Nice play by Simu Liu, navigating that left field sidewall to retire the side. At the end of 6, it's a 3-run lead for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So as we go to the 7th inning, Zach Littell takes over for the Rangers. This is his 13th appearance on the mound. His record is 1-1 with a 3.52 earned run average. And he will face the new Captain America, Anthony Mackey, who has a home run in the series, but he's 0 for 2 today. Outside ball 1. Let's go to the manager's office and the bullpen, and let's warm somebody up. So, Lindor is a switch hitter, but then the next 2 hitters, Pina and Biggio, are both right-handers. So let's warm up the right-hander Tessa Thompson, and let's schedule to put her in the game. So Tessa Thompson's going to come in and pitch the bottom of the 7th. If Mahershala Ali's getting tired, it's time to get him out of there. Late on the fastball, fouls it off, strike 1. Count to Anthony Mackey is 1 ball and 1 strike. Tomahawks it, heading towards the right center field gap. And that ball is gonzo. It is a solo shot, leadoff solo home run. Cut the check for the new Captain America, Anthony Mackey. It increases the lead to 7-3 with his 6th home run of the season. Mr. Rob, you're my good luck charm today. Did you hear about the announcement of Deadpool 3? Absolutely, I have. I hope that I'm not doing the spoiler, but those of you on the internet, let's watch the replay. High fastball, tomahawks it out of this ballpark, through the fog, cut the fog. I hate to spoil it for those of you that haven't seen it. The spoiler video all over the internet about Deadpool 3 is the appearance of... Oh, that's another deep drive. Headed for now the left center field gap. It is gonzo! Back to back and belly to belly. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. He can do everything a spider can. Tom Holland's 5th homer of the season, and it's now 8-3 Avengers lead. Oh yeah! I'm not going to spoil it. All I'm going to say is that Deadpool 3 has a mystery person in the cast, and those of you that are interested in the Deadpool character, it's going to be an MCU movie, and there's going to be a character in that movie that if you're a fan at all of superhero movies, you have to see it. So good luck. Next up, Brie Larson, 5-run lead here in the 7th. Fouls off the fastball, strike 1. So we have 2 runs across the plate on back-to-back homers before an out has been recorded here in the top of the 7th inning for the Avengers. Up next is Brie Larson, who's 0 for 3. Fouls it upstairs behind home plate. Count, no balls and 2 strikes. Mr. Rob and the Outlander are my good luck charms today. Swing and a miss. Struck her out swinging. And that's the first out here in the 7th. All of a sudden, Deadpool was mentioned, and I got all excited, and I started hitting home runs. It was a little loud. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. I get excited. Microphone's too close. Anyway, up next out of the bullpen for the Texas Rangers, Justin Topa. Justin's got a 0.82 earned run average in 11 innings pitched. My goodness. Chase the pitch, slider out of the zone, swing and a miss, strike one. Hemsworth singled and a double today. He's 2 for 3, 4 for 13 in this series. 1 out, bases empty. Again, out in front of the splitter. Wow, nasty pitch. 2 quick strikes on the Odin son. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Mr. Odin son. That's out number 2. Strikeout for Chris Hemsworth. I'm sorry, I forget to whisper when the microphone is close to my mouth. Let's just whisper like this because it's very close. 2 outs, up steps Dave Bautista. That's a line drive. Oh, that's going to be over his head. 1 hop to the wall, rounding first and heading to second is Drax the Destroyer. Nothing gets over my head, I would catch it. And they'll have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. That's the 4th double of the season for Bautista. And here's the replay showing the power of the Guardian of the Galaxy. Next up, Richard Madden, 2 for 3. Chases a pitch inside, ball 1. Check that, strike 1. Pardon me. Madden has a home run today. Round tripper. Out in front of the slider. Count, no balls, 2 strikes. Up to Madden. Here comes the 0-2. Ground ball up the middle and through, rounding third and heading home is Bautista. It's a 2-out RBI single by Richard Madden to increase the lead. Another insurance run for the MCU. They now lead by 6 as it's 9-3 here in the 7th for the Hollywood Avengers. Clutch 2-out hit. Oh, yeah. Here comes Sebastian Stan. Let's look back at what he's done today. 2 homers today, I think. Bang. That's home run number 1. Bang. That's home run number 2. Yeah. Can he hit home run number 3? Let's see. Out in front of the slider, swinging a miss, strike 1. Have you noticed that all of the fog is gone? What a weird thing. No fog left in the stadium. Wow. Creepy. Creepy. Out in front of the slider yet again. A little anxious. Count is 0-2. You know he wants to hit that 3rd homer of the game. Runner leads off first. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Strike him out, throw him out to retire the side, so he will not hit his 3rd home run. Get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the 7th inning stretch. The Rangers lead 9-3. Check that. The Avengers lead 9-3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Do I want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. Let's change the pitcher now. Tessa Thompson, Valkyrie in the Thor franchise, making her 8th appearance. She has no record, 2.08 earned run average. She will face Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 reached on an error. Slicing, that could be trouble. Foul ball. Strike 1. Deep drive. Sebastian is back. He will not make the catch. 1 hops off the wall. And that's going to be a leadoff double for Francisco Lindor. Comes in and greets Tessa Thompson with his 7th double of the season. Up next, Manny Pina. Pulls it deep, but foul. Strike one. Pina is 3 for 14 on the season. That's a 214 average. And that looks like it's going to dunk in there for a hit. Rounding third and heading home is Lindor. He will score. They get a run on the board. It's a 5-run ball game. The MCU now leads 9-4. Here's the replay. Dunks it into left field over the head of the third baseman. RBI single. Next up, Craig Biggio. Strike. Craig's 1 for 3 with a single today. 4, 6, 3, double play. So, bases are cleared. There are now 2 outs in the inning, thanks to the double play. Here's the replay. It's basically the second baseman, Brie Larson, over to cut the check, Anthony Mackey, and then they finished it up with Chris Hemsworth over there at first base. So 2 outs. Up steps Tyler Stephenson. Fastball outside, ball 1. A little late on the fastball. Fouls it down the right field line. Out of play. Count 1 ball and 1 strike on Tyler. Out in front of the curveball. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Ground ball up the middle. Charging is Mackey. Makes a strong throw in time to retire the side. Nice scoop out of the dirt by Chris Hemsworth over there at first base. So that's the end of 7 innings of play. They do get a run. So at the end of 7, it's the Avengers 9, the Rangers 4. This is Avengers baseball. So top of the 8th, Jose Ruiz steps on toes the rubber for the Texas Rangers, 1-0 with 0 earned run average. He will face Chadwick Boseman, who's 0 for 3 today. Swing and a miss at the 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Strike 1. Welcome to Avengers Baseball, the created franchise on MLB The Show 22. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball against legends, past and present. Couldn't check it. Couldn't hold back. Strike 2. Did I ever get a PS4? No, this is a PS4. I didn't get a PS5. 2-hopper up the middle. Fields, fires. Got him. Nice play by Francisco Lindor for out number 1 here in the top of the 8th. Believe it or not, my intention is to get into the Xbox game. In 2023, a game called Starfield is coming out, which is an Xbox exclusive. Up next is Simu Liu, who's 0 for 3. Deep on the breaking ball. Pulls it down the right field line, but out of play for strike 1. MCU leads 9-4 here in the 8th inning. I'm going to get probably an Xbox in the spring of 2023. Fouls it off, strike 2. For now, I'm just enjoying myself. Actually, I'm playing tonight, especially because I'm a Aaron Judge fan, and he hit home run 61 tonight. Fastball is high. Count as 1 ball, 2 strike. 2 right-handers warming in the Rangers bullpen, James Hoyt and Trevor Williams. So here comes the 1-2 pitch from Ruiz. Line drive, knocked down by the first baseman, flips to the pitcher covering, in time for out number 2. Nice play over there at first base by Tyler Stephenson. So next up is Anthony Mackey, who had a solo homer in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3. Anthony Mackey plays the new Captain America in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. 5-run lead here in the top of the 8th inning for the Avengers. Chases a slider out of the zone, swing and a miss, strike 1. And that's a line drive headed towards the left field, and it will dunk in there for a hit. It's a 2-out single. Cut the check for Captain America. And this half inning will continue for the Hollywood Avengers. Bang. Here's the replay. Slice. Slice. Lineup turns over. Tom Holland, Spider-Man, is 3 for 3 today. Grounds it, foul. Third baseline. Out of play. Strike one for Tom Holland. It's 3 for 3. Can he get hit number 4 in what will likely be his last at-bat of this game? And that's a number to third. Bare hands over to second for 1. Over to second for the force to retire the side. So he will not get hit number 4. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It is a 5-run lead for the Hollywood Avengers. This is Avengers Baseball. So, leading off for the Texas Rangers, Willie Mccovey, who had a solo homer in his first at-bat, but hitless ever since. He's 1 for 3. Tessa Thompson is on the mound for a second inning of work. McCovey fouls it off for strike 1. Fouls off the curveball. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Those of you that are new to the live stream, I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me, just because I'm lazy. What can I tell you? Line drive, base hit to center field. Leadoff single for Willie Mccovey. They need all the help they can get. They're down by 5 here in the 8th. But there's no reason why the manager can't go to the bullpen and warm up a left-handed pitcher. We're going to warm up Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel. I am Groot, just in case. Up next is Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, who fouls it back, strike 1. Reggie's 0 for 3 today. Runner leads off first. And that's a medium depth 5 fly ball to right. The Winter Soldier makes the catch for out number 1. No advance on the bases. Next up, Garrett Anderson. Flew out in the 6th. He's 0 for 3. And that's a line drive. Base hit to right. So there'll be 2 on here with 1 out. And things are getting a little bit more interesting here in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Texas Rangers. Here's the replay. Before Max Muncie has an opportunity to hit, the manager is going to go and do a mound visit to talk to Tessa Thompson, Valkyrie. Not going to go to the bullpen yet because it's a 5-run lead. The tying run has not come to the plate yet, so there's no reason to panic. That ball's high, it is far, and it's gone. That is a 3-run home run for the Texas Rangers here in the bottom of the 8th. And just like that, it is a 2-run ball game as now the Hollywood Avengers lead 9-7. Don't hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen. This is a ball game again. Oh my goodness. Let's watch the replay as I drink my caffeinated beverage. Ouch. Ooh, line drive off that concrete wall. All right, Andrew Benintendi's up, 2 for 3, and the manager has seen enough. He's going to go to the bullpen, and he's going to put Benintendi's a left-handed hitter, and then I have a switch hitter, Lindor, and a righty, Pena. So the question is, do I want Vin Diesel or Bradley Cooper? I'm going to go Bradley Cooper. Let's go Bradley Cooper. The voice of Rocket Raccoon from the Guardians of the Galaxy is making his 7th appearance. He has an ERA of 3 in 9 innings pitched so far this season. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Misses inside with the fastball, ball 1. Benintendi has a homer, a double. It's 2 for 3. Slider finds the outside corner for strike 1, counting as 1 ball, 1 strike. High, 2-1. Swing and a miss at the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes on Benintendi. Just gets a piece of the slider to stay alive. 9-7 here in the 8th. High. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mr. Rob wants to know, did the Orville finish the season? Yes, it did. The Orville is a show on Hulu. It's basically a Star Trek ripoff that I'm absolutely in love with. Thought the season was really good. Fouls off the high fastball, and the at-bat will continue. Count is still full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. If he walks this batter, the tying run will come to the plate for the Texas Rangers. Grounder into the shift. Larson from short right field makes the catch for out number 2. So with 2 outs and bases empty, up steps the switch hitter Francisco Lindor, who's 1 for 3 with a double today. Turns around and bats from the right side against the lefty Bradley Cooper. Outside corner, strike 1. Welcome to the live stream. This is MLB The Show 22. A created franchise called the Hollywood Avengers. Welcome. Fastball high, count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is leading 9-7 here in the bottom of the 8th. Chases a pitch out of the strike zone for strike number 2. Grounder to third. From the infield grass, Black Panther throws to first in time to retire the side. But Max Muncie hits a 3-run home run to make this a ball game again. At the end of 8 innings of play, it's the Avengers 9 and the Texas Rangers 7. This is Avengers Baseball. So we go to the top of the 9th. James Hoyt toes the rubber for the Texas Rangers. This is only his 2nd game on the mound. "You're out of here," says the Outlander. I should whisper it, "You're out of here." All right. Leading off is Brie Larson. She struck out in the 7th and is 0 for 4 today. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Hoyt. High, ball 1. So we got a lefty, Will Smith, and a righty, Trevor Williams, warming up in the Rangers bullpen here in the 9th inning, just in case James can't control it. That ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. It is a solo home run for Brie Larson, Captain Marvel. And they just extended their lead to 3. It's double digits, ladies and gentlemen. The Avengers lead 10-7. Oh, yeah. Bang. Short, compact swing. And she throws the bat. Bang. Distance 412. Next up, Thor Odin's son, Chris Hemsworth, 2 for 4 today. Fouls off the sinking fastball for strike 1. Chris is 2 for 4 with a single and a double. 4 for 14 in this series. Those of you keeping up with the season, this is game number 24 of the season. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Thor. Hoyt deals. Pulls it to the third baseman. Routine play. Over to first in time for out number 1 here in the top of the 9th. Next up is Drax the Destroyer, who has a double today and a run scored. 1 for 4. Drax is the catcher for the Hollywood Avengers. Deep drive. Heading towards the right center field gap. Back goes the center fielder. Looking up. It's Gonzo. 2nd homer of the inning. Drax the Destroyer. Nothing gets over his head. He'll catch it. And it's a 4-run ball game on Dave Bautista's 7th homer of the season. And just like that, it is now 11-7 Avengers lead. Let's look at the replay. Line drive the other way. Bang. Distance 417 through the fog. Next up, oh wait, left-hander Will Smith takes over pitching duties. This is his 5th appearance on the mound. He's 1-0 with a 7.36 earned run average. He will face Richard Madden, who is 3 for 4 today. Richard Madden plays Icarus in the Eternals franchise. Fastball, outside ball 1. I guess Eternals movie. We don't know if it's going to be a franchise. It might just be a one and done. The origin story. Here comes the 1-0. Chases a high fastball. Swing and a miss. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Did he check it? Yes, he did. Pitches low, 2-1. 11-7 Avengers here in the top of the 9th. Outside, hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Are you getting ready for next month, the Lightning Horse record next month? Mr. Rob. Here comes the 3-1 from Mr. Smith. Threw him a curveball on 3-1. Swing and a miss out in front. Full count pitch. Here it comes. Am I getting ready for next month's Lightning Horse record? Fouls it back, and the at-bat will continue. Next month for the Lightning Horse record. Next month. I'm not sure what you mean, Mr. Rob. I'm trying to figure it out. Full count pitch. Chases a high fastball. Strike 3. 2 down here in the top of the 9th. Next up, the Winter Soldier, who's 2 home runs today. Can he hit a 3rd with that robot arm of his? No, he will not. It'll be, botched, thrown, in time. Side is retired. So we go to the bottom of the 9th. Last licks for the Texas Rangers. They need 4 runs to tie. This is Avengers baseball. My bad. I meant to say 2 months from Lightning will strike. 2 months from now, the Lightning will strike. What will happen 2 months from now where the Lightning will strike? I got to think about it. So, leading off the bottom of the 9th for Manny Pina is not going to be Bradley Cooper. The manager is going to, wait a minute, the manager is going to go to the bullpen and put in Vin Diesel. Before he does that, he's going to warm up Paul Bettany. Putting in Vin Diesel to pitch. I am Groot. Pitching his 10th game. He's 2-0. He has a save. His ERA is 1.80. What does he have to say about that? He has to say, I am Groot. Fastball in there. 98 on the radar gun for strike 1. He went too far, says the home plate umpire. And 2 quick strikes on Pina. Inside with the fastball, waste pitch. Oh, I feel so foolish. You're talking about God of War. Yes, I'm definitely excited about the God of War Ragnarok coming out in 2 months. Foolish me. Sorry, Mr. Rob. I should have been able to figure it out. God of War Ragnarok is coming out in a couple of months. Yes, I'm definitely excited about it. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And it's a fly ball to center. Routine play for Madden. He is there. And there's out number 1 here in the bottom of the 9th. Those of you that are watching, thank you for watching the live stream, for watching Avengers Baseball. I sincerely appreciate it. Mr. Outlander says, don't forget to smash that like button. Thank you, sir. I agree. And don't forget to visit the Outlander's YouTube channel. He likes to play Madden football. Very good, fun, entertaining things over there on the Outlander show. First pitch in there, strike 1 to Craig Biggio, who's 1 for 4 today. He gets around on that inside fastball, but pulls it foul. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Outside with the slider, 1-2. Eat once in a while. Big brains have little oopsies. This is true. I should definitely. Sustenance. Inside corner, cold strike 3, and there are 2 away. And the Texas Rangers are down to their final out of this game. Here's the replay. Caught him looking. Representing the final out of the game is Tyler Stephenson.
No, that's
Fastball low, ball 1. Slider inside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball 2.
High, 2 balls, 1 strike.
1 strike.
Ground ball up the middle and through past the diving attempt by Captain America. He refused to be the final out of this game, so with 2 outs in the 9th, they have a base runner. Here's the replay. Ground ball with eyes. Next up, Willie Mccovey with home run power, 2 for 4. He represents the final out of the game.
That's a
Fastball inside, ball 1.
Count 1-0.
He has a home run today. Deep drive, but playable. This should do it. Madden makes the catch to retire the side. Ball game over. Avengers win 11-7, and they take the first 3 games of this 4-game series here in Arlington, Texas. Winning pitcher is Mahershala Ali, who gets win number 4 on the season. He's 4-1. The save will go to I Am Groot, Vin Diesel. Steven Matz gets the loss. He's 1-2. Let's look at the scorecard before I say goodbye to y'all. So the player of the game is Sebastian Stan. He had 2 home runs today. Again, Mahershala Ali gets the win. 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs. And the losing pitcher is Steven Matz. Thank you so much for watching. This is Avengers Baseball. I want to say a special thank you to the Outlander Show, Mr. Rob, and anybody else in the background that might have been watching. I sincerely appreciate you. Thanks for watching. This has been a broadcast of Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Have yourself an absolutely fantastic night, and I will see you again soon.